Greetings. I'm going to show you a very easy and quick way to make pizza. It's gourmet, delicious, and very easy to make. I've taken a package of yeast. I opened it conveniently already, and I just pour it in here. Get it all out. Okay, discard this. And what I'm going to do is just mix it up a little bit and let it mix it up and let it sit for about 5 minutes. We're going to take 2 cups of flour. There's one. I typically use the unbleached flour. Pillsbury works fine. Any other works fine as well. 2 cups of flours. I'm going to take 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt, and we'll take some sugar. Love this little bowl here. We'll take 1 teaspoon of sugar. It always adds on a nice flavor to the crust. Just get a fork and just fluff it up a little bit, mix it up. And what we're going to do now is take this yeast mixture and add on to the flour. It's nicely dissolved. Get it all out of here. Add on about 3 tablespoons. I go by eye. Will do just fine. And just mix. Just keep on mixing it. And it'll be just fine. In case if it's too dry, you can always add on a little bit of hot water to this thing. Or if it's too loose, you can always add on more flour. So what we're going to do now is now my favorite part, using your hands. Okay, this is a beautiful. I love this bowl. It's an old bowl, and it's called a yellowware. So there it is. If the dough starts sticking, take a little flour, put in your hand. Make sure you get all the dough out. Make an ice bowl. Okay, next thing what we're going to do, set it aside. Make a little room here. And we're going to knead the dough. But before we do that, let's make room here. Put some flour in here, flour surface on your hand so it wouldn't stick. And start kneading the dough. And this is a process will take about 5 minutes or so. So I've kneaded the dough. It looks very beautiful, very nice. It worked out very nicely. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the same bowl. I just cleaned it up a little bit, and I'm going to add on some olive oil here just to cover the surface. A little bit, just like that, using my hands, or you can use a brush. I'm going to take my dough, put it inside. I'm going to cover it with olive oil so it doesn't stick. And there it is. And I'm going to cover it with plastic. And there it is, plastic. And I'm going to let it rest for about 1 hour. Some people let it rest more, but I think 1 hour will do just fine. And at room temperature, so it's going to rise, and it should double in size in about an hour, and we'll be ready for the next step.
While the dough is rising, preheat the oven to 475 degrees Fahrenheit.
Our dough is rested for about an hour. Let's see. Oh, it looks very nice. Very nice. So the next step is what we call to punch down the dough. What it does really, it gets the air out, any air bubbles out of the texture. So this way the texture will be nice and even. So we just punch it out. And now we're going to take the dough and split it in 2 pieces. And it's about right, about 2 equal pieces. Put one aside, and now we're gonna stretch out the dough. So the idea is we'll take this dough and try pushing it out in a circle. Just keep on pushing it out, pushing it out. It's nice if you like to make it round or rectangular. It's up to you. But first I do is keep on stretching out before I roll out the pizza. Do that. Do this side. The other side is prettier, I guess. And start rolling it out. And you do it all the way around, just keep on pushing it out. Don't roll over the edges, so leave the edges thicker, and that will keep the cheese and the sauce in place. So today you can make round, again, large rounds. There's a hole here, actually. It's interesting. If you have a hole, it happens. Sometimes you rip it. The way to repair it, you just put over it, and you just go like this, and you want to make sure there's no hole so the sauce doesn't leak out of the pizza. So this just keeps on going. Stretch it somewhat, and to stretch it, you make a knuckle, one knuckle, second knuckle, and keep on stretching it and turning. It's nice and elastic, and stretch and turn. So here it is. I rolled out the rectangular pizza, and now what I'm going to do is transfer it to a baking sheet. I just covered it with some parchment paper, just easy to handle, or you can use it no parchment paper, just sprinkle some flour on it. So we're going to transfer it. And here it is on one baking sheet. I did the same thing with the other half, and I give it a slightly different shape, half round. So here we have the dough laid out, and the next step will be to do the toppings. And now we're ready to put on our topping. We'll start with the marinara sauce. I made my own. It's crushed tomatoes with garlic and olive oil, and it's delicious. And we'll use about 1/4 of a cup that we're going to spread out. You want to make sure that you leave the edges untouched so it doesn't spill over. So we'll just go around and just try evenly with the bottom of the spoon. Just keep on spreading it in a circular motion. Just keep on going around the pizza. So we'll just take a little bit of time. So here we put our marinara sauce. As you can see, the edges are clean, and that's how you should do it. The same goes with the cheese now. We'll do 3 different cheeses. We'll start with the mozzarella. It's coarsely grated. Fresh mozzarella cheese. We'll just do a little bit of that. Okay. Then next goes Fontina cheese. Also, again, just keep on spreading it away. Oops, it's a little bit too big of a chunk here. Try to do it as even as possible. It doesn't matter really. It's a homemade cheese pizza, so it doesn't have to be perfect. If it would be perfect, it wouldn't taste the same. So here we are. Get it all out of here. And last is the Parmesan cheese. Just a sprinkle of Parmesan. Gives a nice bite to the pizza. And it's finely grated Parmesan. And here we have the pizzas. So I did the same process with the second pizza crust. So here we have the 2 pizzas ready to go in the oven. One is rectangular. One is slightly round, not perfect shapes, but that's the way we like them. And we'll put them in the oven at 475 degrees for about 15 to 18 minutes, and we should have a nice crusty pizza. And we'll put it in our oven. As I said, it's about 475, and it should be about 15 to 18 minutes. So here it is. And voila, what a beautiful pizza. Look at that. It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Nice and glowy, just the way we like it. So shall we slice them and taste some? And here it is, our beautiful pizza. So let's slice nice slices we'll make here. And let's see. Oh, nice pizza. It's a wonderful, wonderful pizza to enjoy on a nice snowy day in January in New York.